Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So let's say you're running a internet cable laying company. So you would require to dig a trench here to lay your internet cable here. Now currently you know that it takes 5 people 3 days to dig 30 meters, a length of 30 meters. How many? Well, your company needs to dig a trench that is 200 meters long, but you need to do it within 4 days. So how many people should you hire in order to dig 200 meters within 4 days? Okay, so think about it. Maybe summarize this. So here, start with, well, summarize the current situation here. The current situation is 5 people, uh, 30 can dig 30 meters in 3 days. Okay, you need to get to, well, you want to work out the number of people in 100 meters, sorry, 200 meters. Hang on, 200 meters, and you need to do it within 4 days. Okay, so somehow get from here to here. Okay, for some reason I don't know how to explain this, but for some reason I just know that I need to break the day. I need to work out one day first, and then jump to the 4 days, rather than tackling this, rather than getting this to be 1 meter and then jump to 200. Well, do whichever way you want. So it's just work out how long it takes. Well, how many people you need to hire in order to dig 200 meters. Well, break it down to 1 day first, and then from the 1 day jump to the 4 days, and then well, do whichever way you want. Press pause and have a go. Okay, so summarize this would be 5, 30 in 4 days. And we ultimately want to get, well, we need to work out X with 200 meters in, so this here is 3 days, sorry, 3 days. We want to get to 4 days here. So break this, well, if you look at this, 5 people can dig 30 meters in 3 days. Well, you got to use reasoning here. In 1 day, where 5 people can dig this in 3 days, then in 1 day, 5 people can only dig this much. Okay, so that this much here would be 10 meters. So in 1 day, 5 people. Notice that the 5 stays the same. 5 people can only dig 10 meters in 1 day. Okay, now see, can you see from 3 days we jump to 1 day, and then we can use reasoning. Well, if 5 people can dig 10 meters in 1 day, if 5 people can dig 10 meters in 1 day, then in 4 days 5 people will be able to dig 40 meters. Notice that the 5 stays the same. So now, if you start here, let's use reasoning now. We remember we want to get to 200 here. We want to get from 40 to 200. Now, let's say you're here at the moment. Now, 5 people can dig 40 meters in 4 days. Well, if you double the number of people, let's say you double it to 10. So here you're timesing it by 2. Okay, if you double the number of people, then you're going to double the length that you can dig. So this will also times by 2. Okay, times by 2. Notice that the 4 stays the same because within 4 days. Now let's go back to the start here. Let's say you treble the number of people. So you're in effect timesing it by 3. So you're going to have 15 people working on this trench here. Well, the 4 will stay the same. The 4 days will stay the same. But you see, you will be able to, well, times by 3 here. So you'll be able to cover 120 meters in 4 days. Okay, so hang on, let's look at this here. 5, 40 in 4 days. Now you basically want to work out X, and then jump to 200 here. In 4 days. Well, the 4 days will be irrelevant now because, well, we are just going to try and get just trying to jump from the 5, jump into the x. You need that multiplier. Well, the multiplier will be the same as over here. Okay, so this here, you need to times it by, well, the multiplier will be 200 over 40. Okay, because, well, if you start here, if you times by, well, I normally get this divided by this, and then that will give me the multiplier. Well, the multiplier will be the same over here. So to get from 5 to into the, so if you start at 5 and then you want to get into the x, you've got to get 5 times this multiplier here. So it would be 5 times 200 over 40. Okay, so your x equals this. Okay, so the 5 timesing a fraction, so it gets multiplied to the top. So that would be this over 40. Divide top and bottom by 10, so that will be 100 over 4. So that will be 25. Okay, so x equals 25, meaning you need 25 people working on this. That 25 people, that will give you 200 in 4 days. So looking at this here, back to this here, so 25 people. Hang on, clear this. So here you would need 25 people working on this project here in order to complete it in 4 days and being able to dig 200 meters. Okay.